going on here? What happened?
Hello and welcome to my Buried Treasure review sponsored by OCGadgets.com. Today I'm taking a look at Silent Hill Homecoming, a game I passed up on like a lot of other gamers. But that was a mistake, as Silent Hill Homecoming is one of the best survival horror games I have ever played. The storyline is extremely well written, with great characters that you actually want to see make it out alive. There's twists and turns and a big reveal near the end of the game, and I liked all of these scenes and found the game to have a riveting storyline. And with 5 different endings, the choices that you make actually matter, and that really keeps you on your toes for the duration of the game. The game also looks very good, and the visuals have held up well since the game was released nearly 4 years ago. There are a few rough textures, but overall the game simply looks great. The only major problem comes from the game's lip sync, which is hit or miss most of the time. However, the facial animations of the characters looks genuinely good, and the creature animations are fantastic. And at times the main protagonist, Alex, looks like a real person acting in an actual horror film. The game's levels are also very well designed and are extremely creepy, and the game just has a great sense of atmosphere. The world is dark and grimy, and the stuff nightmares are made of. The enemies are hideous, and some of the bosses can be fairly disturbing and truly terrifying. With great sound effects and a superb musical score, this game simply oozes atmosphere and creepiness. The gameplay is also spot on. You can battle the enemies using a variety of melee weapons, and only on occasions is this system clunky. Some may dislike the fact that Alex is actually a good fighter. I, however, love the fact that you can fight and live. Bear in mind, you're still fighting tooth and nail to survive, but now you don't die because of clumsy mechanics or poor controls. The game has firearms to use, though ammo is scarce, and the gun should only be used on the tougher enemies in the game. The combat is just remarkably satisfying with finishing moves and good gunplay. I loved impaling the enemies or ramming a knife into a nurse. It was just good, brutal fun. And I felt the impact of the attacks. They all felt like they had weight and made for great combat sequences. The game is still pretty scary and creepy, and the fact that you can fight easier with controls that are intuitive does not bring the scare level down at all. I don't know why some think clunky game controls make a game scarier. In other horror games, I'm fighting the controls more often than I'm fighting the enemies, and that's just frustrating and not scary. This game also never turns into a run and gun fest. It's a horror game first and foremost, not an action game. There are puzzles to be solved and creepy locales to explore. And the person who explores more will be rewarded with new weapons or more ammo. I just cannot get over the fact of how good this game is. The ending was epic and intense, and that goes for the entire game. It was a scary, creepy, and truly intense ride, and the first true horror game I have played. I will admit that I have very little experience with the Silent Hill franchise, but I have tons of experience with Resident Evil, and this game simply blows Resident Evil out of the water. With fast-paced and intense combat, scary and disturbing enemies, twisted imagery, and great atmosphere, this is the best horror game I have ever played. Thank you for watching my review. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to head over to my website, www.thereallifegamer.com, for more honest reviews, written articles, and interviews. And now, here's a message from our sponsors. Do you know where you can get the coolest custom smartphone cover available on the internet? OCGadgets.com. Got a picture you think would make a pretty cool cover? Send it to them. They've got great customer support, and they will work with you one-on-one to make sure you get a cover that not only do you like, but you'll love. Don't take my word for it. Go ahead and visit the site today and use my coupon code, TheRealLifeGamer, for an extra 10% off of your purchase. They've got great customer support, a great and friendly staff, good pricing, and fast shipping. This is a company you should definitely check out and support. OCGadgets.com, the leader in custom smartphone covers.